Best advice you ever received?
A man named Rich told me once in Diamond Bar, I'm in the corner, I'm looking at everybody. Everybody's having dinner and there are these tables. I pull Rich aside, I said, Rich, give me the one best advice. I want one above everything. And he said, look at everybody here. They're all gonna read just a few books and learn a few quotes, few titles, few stories to tell from the books they read. And once they make 100, $250,000, they're gonna slow down. If you keep out improving these guys consistently, eventually none of these guys will be your competitors. And he was absolutely right. I took self-improvement to a whole different level based on what he told me. It became an obsession, and I noticed, you know what? He was right.
We don't get what we ask for. We get what we believe. And what we believe about ourselves shows up in our energy. It's how we walk into a room. It's how we communicate through body language. I don't deserve to be here. It's whether we sit up straight or hide out in the back of a meeting. At times, my own energy has been saying, I'm cool with the bare minimum, don't give me more. Without knowing it, I stunted my growth because I was scared to be magnificent and doubtful that I was.
It's okay to cut off toxic family members out of your life. Blood is not thicker than mental health. Did you hear me? Some people in your life are damaging your mental health. It's that bad.
From now on, whenever you bring on a new person, put them through this exercise. If they will not go through this exercise, do not waste a minute of your time with them, because they will never be successful if they won't follow your guidance. Here's the exercise. Take a clean sheet of paper and write down goals and today's date, and then write down 10 goals that you would like to accomplish in the next 12 months, and write them in the present tense. I earn, I achieve, I weigh, I drive such and such a car, I own. And then you take this list of 10 and you say, if I had a magic wand and I could wave this magic wand and I could have any one goal on my list within 24 hours, which one goal would have the greatest positive impact on my life? And usually this will jump out at you. Put a circle around that goal. And that's a goal you transfer to a clean sheet of paper, and then you follow the 7 steps. Write it down, set a deadline, make a list of everything you have to do to accomplish it, organize the list into a checklist, take action, and then do something every day. If you'll just do this, nothing can stop you but yourself.
The older you get, the fewer friends you tend to have. And that's not because you're less social, but it's because you have higher standards.
Even then, man, even like my homiest of homies, you can still you just slowly stretch out communication, and eventually it just fizzles. Like, it's hard, you have to maintain relationships. So you just don't put the effort in to maintain it, and then they usually just end. Like, if you're not in close proximity, that's the thing, it's like, most people's friendships are out of convenience. They're not out of design. And so they're just friends with people who are lived across the hall from them. But what is the chance that the person who lives across the hall from you is actually gonna be a perfect fit for the type of person you want to be with for a long time? Probably not. And so I think people let friends happen by accident rather than on purpose.
What would you consider a unicorn of a best friend? What traits would that?
They truly root for you, and they make you better in multiple arenas, which is basically they are competent in ways that you are not. They have aligned interests with you, and ideally their values align with yours. That's about it. It's just very hard to do all 3.
You have nothing in this world to conquer or to challenge or to transcend apart from your mind. All your neighbors live here. Your enemies and friends live here. Your gods and demons live here. And yourself, imagined, lives here. So watch him. Just be aware of the energy of it. Feel the pull like that. Just become more and more aware that your watching place is not the thing you're watching. It's not the thing that is moving about. Just remain detached, like you're witnessing. What does witnessing mean? It means the witness is never involved in the scene that it's witnessing. Because the moment you become involved in the scene, you become part of the scene.
If a person wants to begin to heal themselves, because this is, again, part of what you were talking about earlier, saving yourself, becoming your own savior. You are your own savior. You need to talk to yourself. That's how it's done. So, for example, they found out that by saying positive affirmations pertaining to what you're trying to reverse in your life 3 times a day for 21 days begins the process of rewriting the DNA. That's the beginning process. This scientific experiment has been replicated now dozens of times all around the world, and they know that now we have the power within our own selves through cymatic frequencies, which are the sounds that come out of your vocal cords. When you speak, if a person wants to begin to heal them.
Hey, listen, you can write you another New Year's resolution. You can lay on the altar of church on New Year's Eve. You can get you a new gym membership. You can even cut you out some magazines with your homies and make you a vision board. At the end of the day, nothing means nothing if you lack discipline. The only thing that you're missing is discipline. The problem is that you wake up when you want to wake up. You eat when you want to eat. You pray when you want to pray. You post when you want to post. You spend money when you want to spend money. You are a slave to yourself. You do exactly what you want to do when you want to do it. Then you want to know why you don't get the results out of life. You don't need another life coach. You need some discipline. You lack discipline. It's time for you to change your mindset and get serious about this thing that you say you want out of life. It ain't gonna fall out the sky, and it sure ain't gonna happen with them old habits. Go on and change your mindset and watch how your life change. Get you some discipline. Learn how to tell yourself no in this season, and watch how you grow. Watch this.
Baby. I want to eat.